Yes. Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to talk about ergonomics, and we are going to understand how to sit properly, how to maintain your posture when you are standing, walking, lying down. Okay. So ergonomics doesn't only mean when you are sitting, you have to maintain your posture. It means you have to maintain your posture when you are standing, walking, lying down. Okay. So, but sitting being the most common posture which we attain throughout the day, and when we are working we are sitting most of the times. So we are going to discuss more about sitting posture today. Okay, I hope you guys are not lying down and listening to me. So sit, everyone sit straight and we'll start. Okay, so according to the latest researches, almost 60 to 80% of the population experience back pain in their lifespan. Okay, out of which surprisingly only 10% of people know the root cause of their problem, and they know why they are getting pain, and 90% of people they have no clue about the reason why they are getting this back pain. Okay, so now understanding the reason is important. Why? Because then only you can prevent and cure your problem. Okay, so out of the people who experience back pain, only 50% people are actually treating their pain. The rest 50% is just managing their pain, and they're just managing their lifestyle with pain. Okay, so important part here to understand is that out of the people who are having pain, only 8% people have a very severe back pain and spinal issues, which may lead to surgery or getting their root block done for pain management. But 80 to 90% of the population who experience back injuries can be prevented with either physiotherapy or chiropractors or getting their posture correct. Okay, so surprisingly, one third of the back injuries can be prevented by just maintaining a correct posture, maintaining the ergonomics. Okay, so that's why we are conducting awareness regarding your posture, so that you may not end up having pain after so many years of working. So when you are initially facing any discomfort, you should address it at that time only. So you may end up maintaining your posture and maintaining your back well. Okay. So before we understand how to maintain, we'll understand what is ergonomics. Okay. So basically, ergonomic means you have how to ideally sit and stand well in a scientific manner, so that you arrange things around yourself according to your use and your physical appearance, like your height, weight, your body structure. According to that, you have to arrange your workstation or your uh, or your things around yourself. Like for example, if you're standing and working, the table; if you're sitting and working, your chair; if you're lying down, your bed; and if you are walking, your shoes. Okay, so all those things are important. Okay, so ergonomics mean that scientifically arranging the things around yourself to maintain a correct way of standing and walking. Okay, so we'll be talking about first what are the impacted areas which come from bad posture. Second, importance of correct posture. Third, ergonomic chair and table, what all things you need to look into a chair and a table when you are buying a new one. And at the end, I'll show you few exercises and movements to maintain your posture. Okay, so impacted areas from bad posture. Okay, so a lot of people might have experienced back pain, upper back stiffness, disc bulge, weakness in the hip muscles, tingling numbness in the foot, or you may have experienced tingling numbness in your thighs or buttocks. Okay, so all these symptoms you may not always experience when you're sitting. You may experience it when you are standing or walking for long. Okay, but it may be a result of wrong posture, maintaining a wrong posture for a very long time. For example, if you're sitting for 6-7 hours straight in a bad posture, you may experience these few symptoms. Okay. So why maintaining a correct posture is important? So as you see, your spine is not straight. It is in a S shape. Okay. So S shape of the spine is important because it maintains the disc pressure. So you see there are these discs in between these bones. Okay. So maintaining the pressure on the disc is important. And when the spine is maintained in a S shape, the disc pressures are equally distributed, and then the pain will not be experienced that much. Okay, so here you see the person on the right side is sitting in a slouched posture, correct? His neck is bending forward, so there is a lot of stress on the neck. Okay, you see his elbow is bent like this, and there is a lot of stress on the elbow and wrist as well. Okay, you see his back and hip, there is so much pressure on the hip because he is slouching, he is not taking any support from the chair. Okay, which leads to further stress on the knee because his foot is also not supporting the floor. Okay, so when you see this person here on the left comparing, his eye level is matching the desk screen. So desk screen and eye level should be at one line. Okay, so that the person can see and not see properly and not bend his neck to have a look at his screen. Okay, his elbow is at 90 degrees so that less pressure is coming on the elbow and wrist. His hips are touching the chair, so less pressure on the lower back, and you see the S shape of the spine is maintained. His knees are at 90 degrees here, so the pressure is distributed equally on the knee and the foot, and his foot is rested on a table, and that leads to reduced pressure on the back. Okay, so now I'll just explain you what all things you should take care and see when you are buying a new chair. Okay, so one is the neck rest. Okay, so your neck rest should be at a height of your table. Okay, uh, at the height of your desktop. Okay, your back support has to be with a arch. Okay, it should not be straight. Okay, so when the arch is present here on the back, there is less pressure on the lower back. Okay, the arm support should be adjustable so that you maintain 90-degree angle, and if someone else is sitting or you are changing your table, you can maintain the elbow length. Okay, next is the ankle. Okay, the chair height should be adjustable so that your legs touch the floor and your legs are not dangling. Okay, so a lot of companies and offices have already started having these high tables and standing tables so that people don't end up sitting for a longer time, and they maintain a proper breaks in between, and they can stand and work also. Okay, so the height of the table in this is important. Okay, your legs should go inside the chair, inside the table, so that there should be a proper leg space. Okay, so you maintain the distance from your desktop and the chair. Okay, if there is no leg space, then you will not be able to sit properly, and your hands will not touch the table. Okay. So now here, as you see, this person is sitting here with a proper chair and a proper table, but yet not maintaining a proper posture. Okay. So then you can have 100 good things to maintain, good things in your office, like a proper chair, table, standing table, adjustable desktop and everything. But if you are not aware of maintaining the posture, or when you are in a lot of stress, you may end up sitting in a wrong posture. Okay. So important is, so here we see a lot of incorrect postures. Okay. So you guys must be aware of, because I see my sister in these 5 years sitting in such wrong postures almost every day. So you have to maintain a correct posture. So you guys must be thinking that, is it practically possible to maintain a correct posture throughout the day? Okay. So what if you don't have a proper chair? Okay. What if you don't have a proper table? Okay. So I will help you with some few techniques which are helpful when you don't have a proper chair or a table at home. Okay. So here you see the chair is not having any arch, and there is no support for the neck. Okay. So what you can do is, you can roll a towel, or you can roll a bed sheet like this, and then keep it behind your back, at the lower back, and then you can sit straight. So when there is support to the lower back, your upper back automatically will align, and your neck will automatically align if your upper back is straight. Okay. And the next thing is the laptop height. Okay. For maintaining the laptop height, either you can use a laptop stand which is adjustable to your height, and if you don't have a laptop stand, you can keep books or pillows. Okay. So that you maintain the eye and the desktop level. Okay. So here are few do's and don'ts which you have to remember when you are already having back pain. So when you are sitting for a longer time, what happens is the pressure on the disc increases. Okay. So you have to make sure that you are taking at least 30 to 30 seconds to 1 minute break every 45 to 15 minutes. Okay. I don't want you to take 10 minutes break or 5 minutes break, because a lot of times it is not possible to take breaks when you are very busy, when you are in a meeting or something. Even if you stand at your own place, walk around the chair also, that is also okay. Okay. So that much break you have to take every 45 to 50 minutes. Keep keep reminders, as I showed you, that even though you have a proper chair and a proper table, a lot of times people don't sit correctly. Okay. So keep reminders to correct your posture. Okay. Sit on a chair with a proper back support. Okay. So when you sit on a chair with a proper back support, your upper back and neck will be aligned automatically. Okay. And when you already have back pain, it is advisable to keep a pillow under your knees, so that the pressure, when you are lying down, so that the pressure on the back reduces. Okay. So what are the things you will avoid when you are already having back pain? Sitting on sofa or a bed or floor. Okay. So what happens when you are sitting on a sofa or a bed? You are slouching there. Okay. Your back is slouching. When you're sitting on a floor, you're bending forward. So all those things you have to avoid when you're already having back pain, and you have to avoid lifting heavy weights. Okay. Again, when you are lifting heavy weights, the pressure is 50 to 100 times more, and it increases in a posture when you are bending and lifting heavy weights. Okay. So all these things you have to maintain. Okay. I'll just demonstrate here how to sit properly. Okay. So as you see, this chair is a normal chair, okay, and there is a back support here which has a proper arch, okay. You have to push the chair closer to the table so that you don't slouch, and you have to keep the laptop near your body so that the elbow is maintained at 90 degrees. When you're using a mouse should be near your body so that again you're not keeping your arms extended. So you keep it near your body, level of the screen. So here I've used a pillow, okay, to adjust the height. Okay, you can adjust it according to the height, adjust the pillows according to the height, and then either if you have a laptop stand, you can use a laptop stand to maintain the height of the laptop and the eyes and your eyes. Okay, so this was about maintaining the correct posture. Okay, so WHO recommends that all the adults should undertake at least 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity exercise. Okay, so moderate intensity exercise means you have to so normal walks or brisk walks are not included in this. Moderate intensity exercise means you have to activate the muscles including your upper body, your lower body, and you have to strengthen them. Okay, so that is included in 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity of exercise. Okay, so when you are walking, if you are walking for 45 minutes, you can walk or jog in between and rest 45 minutes or 1 hour. You can do a moderate intensity exercise where you are doing weight training or full body training. Okay, so important is that weight training helps in strengthening the muscles, which will lead to reduced pressure on the back. Okay, so the load will be taken by the muscles then, and it will come less on the disc and the spine. Okay, so 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous intensity of physical activity, which means that you can do a high intensity exercise, which is functional training, which means you can do jogging, all those things for 45 minutes, and then the rest you can add moderate intensity exercises, which includes aerobic functional activity or zumba or power yoga or a lot of things like that. Okay, okay. So I will now show you few exercises which you can maintain when you are sitting. Then few exercises which you can do when you're sitting for long hours and when you don't have time to take breaks, and you can always do the exercise when you're sitting on the chair. Okay, for example, one is you have to tuck your chin in, okay, and push your chin behind. Okay, so tucking your chin in will reduce the pressure on the neck. Okay, so when you are sitting, you keep your shoulders straight and just push your chin in and relax. Push your chin in and relax. Chin in and relax. Okay, so this will reduce the pressure on the neck, and will also help to maintain the upper back posture. Okay, second, since you are sitting for a longer time, you're using your arms and all, so opening and stretching. So you have to open your arms and close. open and close, open. So this will release these muscles which are tensed when you are sitting for a longer time. Okay. Third one, keep your arms like this and you're going to bend forward and come back. Forward and come back. Forward and come back. Okay. This easy. Okay. Now you will slide it up and down. You'll just slide your arms up and down. Make sure your shoulders are straight. You're not doing like this. Okay. Keep your shoulders straight. Push it behind, shoulder blades together, and then slide your arms up and down. Up and down. Okay. Now one very important stretch for upper back mobility. So what you'll do, you're going to stand, keep both your elbows like this, push your chest up and down, move your chest up and down. So elbows together, and then you'll push your upper back behind. So there is mobility in the upper back. Okay. So I showed you exercise for your chin, upper back. Now for the lower back. So you'll keep both your hands on your buttocks like this. You will bend backwards as much as you can and come back. You will bend backwards completely as much as you can and come back. Not only this much, not this much. You have to bend till you feel a stretch in the back. You should not have pain, but you should feel a stretch in the back. And then coming back to normal. Okay. So these are few exercises or movements which you can do when you are sitting or when you're working. Okay. Now I'm going to show you few exercises which you can do when you have minimal or moderate level of back pain. Okay. Come. Lie down on your stomach. Okay. Bend both your legs. Okay. So you have to pull your core in, pull your tummy in, and slightly lift your buttocks up. Maintain and come down. Again, lift your buttocks up. Maintain and come down. Lift your buttocks up. Maintain and come down. Okay. Very simple exercise, but you have to maintain your core in. So you have to pull your tummy in slightly and then do the movement. Okay. Now you will lift both your legs up at 90 degrees. Okay. You will touch your heel down to the floor and come back. Again, touch your heel down. Other leg will be in the air. You will not move this leg. One leg at a time, 10 repetitions of these, and then the other leg. Okay? Yes. Now lie down on one side, turn. You're going to keep this leg, the leg which is up, straight. Pull your core in and lift your leg up and down. Up and down. Similarly for the other side. Then come to horse position. Okay. Now pull your core in, raise your one leg up and come back. Again up and come back. Similarly for the other leg, raise your leg up and back. Up and come back. Alright. So these are few exercises which you can do when you are already having minimal level of back pain. Obviously, you have to consult a physiotherapist or your orthopedic if you have a high level or severe intensity of back pain. Okay, so do you guys have any questions now? Any doubts related to it or any questions related to the ergonomics?
Okay, so it was a very amazing presentation, Dr. Tejal. Thanks a lot for it. It was very interesting. I'm sure everyone must have realized how horribly they actually sit and how should they actually be sitting. And I'm sure
Thank you.
everyone would have questions about the same. So we'll open the stage for the question and answer round. So let's go.
Hi, Dr. Tejal. I think I'll start with my first question, and I've been trying to figure this out since my first year,
Right.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I have a habit of working on my bed. Like, I have a table, but I feel like I need to sit sometime on my bed and then again on my table. I keep switching places.
Correct.
So, how do you
Correct.
think? Like, first of all, I'm sure sitting on bed and working is definitely not a healthy habit. But if I am
Correct.
for some reason forced to do it, how do you think we should
Yes.
do?
So one is if you feel tired when you're sitting for long, either you can stand or lie down straight for 5 minutes. And if you feel you don't have time at all and you have to work and you are tired, what you can do is you can lie down on your stomach. Okay, keep your laptop in the front. You can lie down on your stomach, keep your laptop in the front, and keep the laptop on a pillow so that you are not bending your neck. Okay, so lying down on your stomach and then working for 5-10 minutes is still okay if you want to relax or when you are tired. Okay, so that you can do in between, which is not a very bad posture to maintain. But lying with a awkward posture, like keeping your laptop on your thighs and then sitting with two pillows and extending your legs like that, all those postures are not good for the spine. But lying on your stomach for 5-10 minutes, if you are tired, is okay. It will reduce the pressure on the back, in fact.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Hello. I wanted to
Yes.
ask that is it mandatory to have a workout or yoga routine every day?
Yes. So why is it important to maintain a routine of exercise is because of the lifestyle which we have. Okay, so we don't have a very active lifestyle in which we are moving around throughout the day, or we are using our muscles a lot or something. So because of the sedentary lifestyle, okay, it is mandatory to have this routine. Okay, so that will activate the muscles and strengthen the muscles so that you can sit for long hours and your muscles are not taking that much load then. Okay, if your muscles are also not weak and you are not strong and you are not exercising also, then obviously this load will come on the spine and you'll end up having pain.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, doctor. So
Yes.
I wanted to ask that is the poor posture also affecting our like headaches or causing migraines? Is that one of the reason?
Yes, it is one of the reason, because when you are sitting and you are keeping your chin like this to work, okay, you are putting a lot of pressure on this upper neck, upper cervical. Okay, so this nerve which goes to your head is getting compressed and it is loaded now. Okay, because generally you work like this. Okay, so that is why Maintaining your chin straight and doing this movement will help to reduce the pressure on the upper cervical and lower cervical. Okay, so it can be one of the reason. It is not the only reason, but it can be one of the reason of getting headaches and migraine.
Yes, thank you.
Hello, I have one question. How does poor
Yes,
posture affect the hormones?
affect our,
Hormones.
I can't hear you.
Hormones.
What?
Hormones.
Hormones. Poor posture will not affect your hormones, but not exercising will affect your hormones. Okay, poor posture will not affect your hormones, but not exercising, not having a healthy lifestyle, not taking breaks, or not leading an active lifestyle will affect your hormones.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi. I had this one question. There was this post about having, like orthopedic beds and all of that. So, like, given our schedule as architectural students, we, in the very little time that we get to sleep, like, what exact, but there's no specific, like a specific task given, sorry, like a specific type of bed that we could follow. So what would your suggestion be as to, like a orthopedic bed which would be good for us architectural students?
Correct. So there are different options in this also. So important thing when you choose a bed is it should not be very soft also. It should not be very firm also. It should not be very hard. Okay. It should adjust the spine. Okay. So when you are lying down also, as I told you that the S shape of the spine has to be maintained. It is applicable when you are lying down also. Okay, so if the bed is very soft, your back will sink in. Okay, so when your back will sink in, the pressure will come on the back there. And if the bed is very hard and very firm, it will push your back up. Okay, so then again the pressure will increase on the back. So the posture should be maintained when you are lying down. So it should be of a medium intensity, like medium. It should not be very firm. It should not be very soft. It should be medium. Okay. So there are these. Uh, there are these mammary foam, mammary foam beds and pillows available, which are very good for the back. Okay, so you can look into that then.
Ma'am, does sleeping without pillows help in improving our poor posture?
Sleeping without pillow. What?
Yeah. So, should we sleep with pillows or without pillows? Like a lot of people say that you should
So
sleep without pillows.
no. There is nothing like you can you if you sleep without pillow, you will have relief in neck pain or anything. In fact, you should be using a pillow because when you don't use your pillow, you will end up leaving your head behind, and there will be a lot of pressure on the neck. Okay, so instead when you are using a pillow, the arch of the neck is supported. Okay, so this arch is supported, which will reduce the pressure and maintain the uh, S shape of the spine. But if you are using a pillow which is of a huge height, and if you are using a pillow which is very thin, then it may lead to neck pain or anything. Okay, but you should be using a pillow.
Okay, ma'am.
So, ma'am, I had a question. So we all carry a lot of stuff to college when we are going offline in our bags. So it becomes very heavy and the shoulder pain starts immediately. So, I mean, what should be like an estimated weight that, I mean, should be on our back so that, this much weight is okay, because I'm pretty sure I'm not following it and it hurts my back a lot.
So there is nothing called ideal weight you should be carrying. I, ideal weight you should be carrying depends on the strength you have. Okay, so instead of reducing the weights, which is not possible for you guys because you have a lot of stuff to carry to the college, I would suggest start doing upper body strengthening. Okay, upper body strengthening and your neck muscle strengthening, which will help in lifting weights. Okay, because reducing the weight is not possible for you guys, which I know that you have to carry this much stuff to your college. Okay, so instead of that, you using your muscles more and strengthening your muscles will help you.
Okay,
I think,
thank
ma'am,
you.
you can add one thing to this question. I mean, just an extension. That like I have faced this issue. I think everyone has in the first 3 years of architecture. And what I did mostly was just I had this urge of just lying down immediately because my shoulder hurts, and then it starts hurting even more. So can you suggest some like stretching or exercise for like 2 minute routine after we have like put down our bags and sheets, that it like gives us relief in, after coming to college or after going back home?
Okay, so I already showed you the exercises which you can do when you are sitting for long. You can do the same stretches when you are after you have lifted something heavy or something. So that will reduce the pressure on the upper back. Okay, so one is opening your arms like this, and then 10 repetition of these. Okay, you should feel a stretch on the back, and then rotating it in the front. Okay, sliding it up, 3, 10 repetitions, keeping your elbows together and stretching, and then standing and bending backwards. Okay, so these you can do when you are when you reach your college and you have already lifted a lot of bags. That time you can do these movements.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. So I had this question, like our drafting postures, we cannot help but we need to bend while drafting. So like we experience pain. So how could we like minimize that, or like is there any way we could deal with that?
So either you can use a table and stand and do. Okay, dining table or a table like this. Okay, and then stand and do it, or you can do it on a foldable table, laptop stand or a foldable table, to so that it is adjustable, the height is adjustable. You can do it on that then.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so I think we can end our question and answers round now. So thanks a lot, Dr. Tejal, for joining us. It was great having you here with us. We would like you to
Thank you
attend
so
our
much.
second seminar by Prajakta Borse, ma'am. We would like you if you could attend it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
So Prajakta, ma'am, can you put on your video, please?
Yes, I have switched on my video, and
Great.
I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are. Hi, so nice to see you.
Oh, hi. All right, nice to see
So
all of
Prajakta
you.
Borse. So I'll just introduce you. So Prajakta Borse is a sports and a clinical nutritionist who helps her patients heal and energize from within. So today she's going to help us to know our nutrients. So welcome, Prajakta ma'am. It's great having you here with us. The stage is all yours now.
Thank you. Thank you, Isha, for introducing me to your lovely students. And I was been hearing to question answer sessions with our earlier speaker, and I'm very happy to see that you're enthusiastic about your health, your fitness, and you want to make your lifestyle better while you are studying so hard. So I completely understand being into an architecture field, it's going to be physical as well as mental pressure right now, and these all cultural events along with certain informative sessions are going to definitely help you to bring your lifestyle into a much better positive manner. Okay, I think at this age group, when I was studying, I was doing my nutrition. I did my 2 masterates in nutrition, one in sports and one in clinical. I went back to my times wherein I have, taken a lot of stuff on my back and full day studies and lot of pressure. And at times, though we were learning nutrition, of course, at times we understand that we have barely minimum time to eat food on time. Maybe it could be because of the practicals, it could be because of the extra lectures and the studies, and that we have to sit in the library and complete our all the notes. But fortunately, being into the same field has helped from our teachers and professors to keep us always motivated towards eating it on time and keeping yourself nourished well, so that you can deliver the same knowledge to others. First and most, it's very important to implement on yourself. You might have your parents and other family members as well who are struggling to keep themselves healthy, and few might be already on the medication, few could be genetically having hypertension or cholesterol or diabetes issues. So and this is the right time, what I feel is wherein you can make your lifestyle more healthier. So here we are going to take a few minutes with you to understand what are the hurdles or obstacles that you have while maintaining the healthy lifestyle. It could be due to stressful events, it could be due to genetics, it could be due to you have to travel quite far to college. I think last 1 or 2 years it could be that you are doing online sessions, so the travel time was little less. Yes. Okay, all right. So, what I feel is we have to look into every point one by one, and let's figure it out how we can be balancing on all the nutrients that we need to get daily basis. So, there is something called as recommended dietary allowances by our Indian Dietetics Council. It mentions an Indian man or a woman at different age groups and what are its daily requirements about carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and different nutrition. So it is very important to first and most learn at your age group, that is from 18 to 25, what are the requirements of the nutrients that you have to incorporate in your diet. First and most, let's speak in a very simpler language which you can literally imbibe and you can start implementing it from today itself. First and most, it's very important to hydrate yourself well. So at least 1.5 liters of water in winter, and otherwise most of the times in Mumbai we have hot weather. So you have to keep yourself hydrated 2 to 2.5 liters of water, which is basic and it is required to make your foundation stronger. Once you're hydrated well, your all the electrolytes, sodium, potassium, chlorides, all the electrolytes will be in good balance. So you can concentrate at your studies much better. Let's say you have to complete one chapter or you have to study for your exams. If you keep yourself hydrated, which is so simple, carry your water bottle and make sure that you measure the water daily, it will help you out to grasp better. To you really don't have to mug up again and again and again. You will be able to accomplish your work on time. You'll be able to grasp much better. Your fine movements, your finger movements would be better. I'm sure you have to draw a lot of things, and there is a lot of designs which are required when it comes to an architecture. So your fine motor movements will also be good, if you're hydrating yourself well, which is so important and basic that we forget. Second thing, now Isha ma'am has already introduced me as a nutritionist, but if you see my journey, like since 16 years that I'm in this profession, I've been handling students from Atharva College of Engineering as well. There are a lot of colleges like Thadumal Sahani also we've been attached with. And I was on a panelist, I was on a judge and nutrition expert for Indian Princess International, which is a beauty pageant. So I've been handling students like you of your age group every year, at least 40 models that I have handled. What I have noticed is the lifestyle has changed because of this electronics, because of the gadgets, especially cell phone and laptop or your MacBooks, always handy. And of course, OTT platforms since now 2 years in this pandemic has increased a lot of online time. Also because the studies have gone online. So the lifestyles has changed from sleeping at night. Maybe a lot of people do something called as binge watching. So binge watching is like everyone understands this term, wherein you are always on the online or on the social media for a longer span of time, maybe at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then you tend to get up quite late, could be at 10 or 11 or so. So your metabolism of the whole body goes very slow. It is very natural and God gifted. You must have seen all the birds, okay, animals, no matter what. 5 a.m. onwards, they will start their day and they will end their day at the time of sunset. Our ancestors used to do the same, and now with the era changing, we have changed our lifestyle to sleeping late at night and getting up late. There are few people or rather students of your age group has contacted me for having insomnia or sleep apnea or certain disturbance in the sleep or a lot of they tend to get a kind of nervous or breathless while in sleep. It could be because of the excessive usage of social media before going to bed. So make sure after hydration, the most important point is you sleep on time. Put in habit or put yourself in deadline that after this you will not go on a social media and you will at least have 7 hours or 8 hours of sleep. If you can't because of your studies or you have to complete your submit your all the assignments, make sure that you are taking a small mini nap. Now though I'm a nutritionist, I also have completed my yoga, meditation and mat pilates. I own a brand called Revival Nutri-Spirit, and we have a fitness studio very near to Parla station, that's at Villeparle East. Okay, so we have various kind of range of exercises going on. You can also take a benefit of that, but at least bare minimum yoga nidra is something which is very important that you can perform before going to bed. This will help you to increase or improvise the quality of your sleep. So we call it as power napping or yoga nidra. So you lie down in such a position and you give yourself positive affirmations that you're feeling positive, you're feeling good, your every molecule of your body is in let go. You let go of your all the deadlines and pressures and tensions and worries, and then you sleep. Your sleeping quality will improvise. If you need to know more details about this, you can always go on my YouTube channel or on Instagram, which we will provide it to Anushka or to Isha ma'am for students, benefit. But the second most important thing is from today onwards, make sure that you will keep your gadgets away while you go off to bed and have a good night's sleep. The third thing is do not skip your meals. So most of the nutritionists would tell you that if you want to maintain on your good weight, if you want to have a good structure, good muscle building, eat on time. At the same time, eat lesser. But what I meant to say is do not skip your meal. So what happens is if you get up late, pertaining to earlier point, if you get up late, you're already late for your college, you just rush without taking a breakfast, and then you tend to eat more quantity or you do the binge eating while lunch. Then you again sit for your lectures, you're just seated constantly, and then with this sedentary lifestyle, you will not be burning more amount of calories, and those extra calories will be turning into fats. These fats will not only put on excess weight, but at the same time will keep you more drowsy. You will be more drowsy, you will be more less in energy throughout the day. Okay, so it's very important, first and most, do not skip your meals, and for that reason you have to eat on time, sleep on time, hydrate well. Very basic, information. Now, the next point comes in what you should be eating. If you are eating on time, how many meals that you have to consume in a day, and at the same time, what would be my kind of meal? What is perfect thing for me? For this particular reason, we have personal customized nutrition plans, of course, given. Basic thing that you can provide us is blood group and birth date. So your blood group is very important to plan your diet. Let's say if you have an O positive blood group, there are certain food groups that you really perform well and can increase your metabolism, strength of your muscles, bones, can keep you away from genetic disorders. At the same time, if you are AB positive, your certain genomes will differ and will tell you have more amount of milk and milk products. For example, O positives need to have good amount of proteins. They can go on high protein diet. If you are a vegetarian and if you want to increase your protein intake, what all things that you can consume are various legumes, dal, pulses, and curds and buttermilk. Also, you can, if you're a non-vegetarian, then do incorporate fish, which is less in fat. Try and avoid shellfish and go for a fresh fish. It could be river fish, it could be seafood, but make sure that go for which are seasonal fish, so in winter season you will find more amount of kingfish and pomfret, and it will go on season to season. Okay, if you are you can eat chicken, then go for a lean chicken. Try and avoid skin of the chicken. Try and avoid organ meat, that's a liver or any organ meat if you're a non-vegetarian. Also try and avoid red meat. Eggs are can be on the go option because they're very easy to cook, quick meal. So your breakfast for non-vegetarians could be egg omelette and a glass of milk. Okay. In terms of it, if it is a AB positive or B positive, you can really go good on milk and milk products. So have good amount of paneer, have good amount of curds. You don't like milk and milk products, go on soya bean. Soya bean is also very high in protein, and its products, like you can have soya milk or it can be tofu. At the same time, if you're a vegetarian, avocado and mushrooms are very good options of proteins. At the same time, nuts and oil seeds. So in winter season, you can have abundance of walnut, pistachios. You can go for almonds. Almonds will keep you, your brain also working. It has a good amount of branched amino acid, so which keeps your brain active. So you can have your memory will be sharpened if you're having almonds and walnut daily. Okay, you can also soak dry anjeer, or it's called as dry figs, and black raisins, which comes along with the seeds. So you can have around 5 black raisins and 2 figs soaked in water, and then early morning you can chew them well. It will cleanse your stomach also on time, and it will give you instant energy and good amount of proteins and soluble fiber. Okay, this is about blood group per se. When it comes to your protein levels, we have spoken about what are the vegetarian sources, what are the non-veg sources. When it comes to now carbohydrate, being an Indian, majority of our food is about carbohydrate. Now, what are these carbohydrates? It's about rice, gehu, wheat, jowar, bajra, ragi. All these grains are called as carbohydrates. Okay. Also, you get carbohydrates from starchy food like potatoes, sweet potato, arvi, and from various kand that we have, or a root vegetables that we have, and from fruits. Okay, now seasonal fruits which are less in sugar, high in sugar. So depend upon your body frame, you can choose the right kind of seasonal fruits for you. For example, if your target is to be fit, to be more stronger, to have good bones, and you should be able to study longer and grasp better, also depends upon good amount of muscles that you have, bone power that you have, and less amount of fat. So you need to be in a good proportion of muscle and fats if you want to be stronger, right? So in those terms, if you are heavier on the side, if you are little bit excess in fats, try and avoid sugary fruits, like it could be chiku, grapes or custard apple, and try and have more amount of natural seasonal Indian food. It could be gooseberry, jamun, jam, pomegranate, oranges, sweet lime, guava. These are the fruits which are right now in season. Also papaya, pear, you can see it right now in the season. Try and avoid muskmelon and watermelon in the winters. It is not naturally packed with nutrition in winter. These are generally summer fruits when it comes to India. So choose your seasonal fruits. According to Ayurveda, choose your fruits and vegetables as per the season, according to the Ritu Charya, which will help you to be stronger over the longer period of time and can avoid any genetic disorders coming from your parents, grandparents, and in the family. Okay, now if you want to build more amount of muscles, as I was talking, incorporate more amount of proteins, but at the same time make sure that you're incorporating good amount of carbohydrates as well. So increase the naturally and good quality carbohydrates. So that doesn't mean there are a lot of students I have seen, the colleges for all, but everyone you would see in the cafes and the McDonald's and everywhere, munching on the burgers and the chips and the French fries, and everywhere they were enjoying their time, studying together, and everything was going on. Okay, so if there's a lot of peer pressure. I agree. You're in the group. You have to socialize. I love to socialize, so I completely understand the importance of socializing and studying together, going for a treks out, traveling together, going to college together, and while doing that, you tend to kind of eat outside food. Choose your meals. Even you want to gain muscles, choose your meals wisely. If you are thinner, doesn't mean that you can go for n number of burgers and bread and bakery items. Try and avoid those which are high in sodium, like breads and bakery items can be minimized. So with this point, let's more focus upon how practically we can be healthy. Now, typically, like a nutritionist, if I'm going to tell you, eat home cooked food only, at times it is not going to be practical. Also, it is very difficult to avoid those cravings in this age, which I completely understand. So, let's figure it out how you can socialize healthy. Socialize healthy, that means going to the restaurant, going to the hotel, but ordering the food which is good for your health. Yes, no doubt, home cooked food comes first on the list because your mom will be cooking it with a lot of love. Maybe your granny, your mom, your sister, whoever is cooking the food, it should be high in pranic value. That means high in biological value. They will always have that feeling in their heart that whatever I'm cooking, it could be parotha, it could be idli, it could be sabzi roti, normal food, they will cook with an intention that it should help you, it should benefit you, you should like it, you should love it, you should enjoy it, you should praise them, so that is a good feeling. Those naturally positive vibes are reaching your soul as well, which will definitely not happen while you're going to the hotels. So there is a lot of commercial factor to it, obviously. So, but being practical, you have to create a good balance between home cooked food and if at all you go out and you socialize. So your 70% of the meal should be home cooked food. Make sure that in a month's time, now it's Feb month. Okay, so in a month's time, maybe once in a week, going out and eating food is allowed. If you are doing that quite often, you are having commercial food with a commercial aspect and not literally high biological value protein food. Okay, so how you can socialize again? So if you go to South Indian restaurant wherein you have medu vada and you have all those fried items kept, choose your food wisely. You can go for idli, you can go for plain dosa instead of going for masala dosa. Okay, you can avoid spring dosa or Chinese or Szechuan dosa and go for simple uttappa. So appam. So these are the healthy or adai. These are the healthy South Indian food that can be home cooked or from the restaurant that you can go for. Okay. Now when it comes to North Indian or Maharashtrian cooking, so make sure that you avoid bhajiyas or vada pav or pav bhajis or oily vegetables, like koftas, which are deep fried and then added to the vegetables. You can go for little simpler vegetables. It could be dal palak or paneer palak or methi matar, which are less in oil. Avoid the tari from the vegetables. So if the vegetable is served to you, there is most of the times in the restaurant, you will find there is a tari or the oil which is up. You have to just take a scoop and slowly and gradually remove that oil out and then have the vegetable, which is a healthier way which I follow. And I tell all my students at the same time, my clients from various countries. Okay. Now, when it comes to your international cuisines, okay, international cuisines, there are a lot of options that you will find. Avoid Chinese food, I would suggest, because they add a lot of maida and a lot of ajinomoto. Try and avoid a lot of salty meal, or rather, the processed sauces which are added, like soy sauce or chili sauce, which is added in the meal. Instead of that, you can also go for Thai food. So, which is, of course, you can also cook Thai food, which is very easy to cook at home. Red Thai curry or green Thai curry or yellow Thai curry. It could be non-vegetarian or vegetarian, along with the jasmine rice, which would be a healthy meal if you're socializing out. Also, if you choose to go to bakery items, I don't want to name specific brands, but instead of having those sandwiches and footlong breads or pizzas and pastries, you can always select sizzlers. So avoid French fries. You can go for mashed potatoes. You can share a sizzler among two friends, and you can go for either a chicken or a vegetarian sizzlers with lot of vegetables, which are and Mexican rice along with that. If you go to Mexican food, you can choose salsa sauce, which could be burrito roll, or you can go for Mexican rice or Buddha bowl, those kind of salads, which are healthier. If you go to South American, go for couscous salads or quinoa salads, which are very well, served, and I think they are much healthier than going for deep fried items. When it comes to Burmese food or when it comes to Asian foods, you can always go for khause or you can always go for meals which are with lot of fiber, lot of vegetables added as a side dish, like tossed vegetables, and go for a tandoor or a grilled or pan cooked items than going for or steamed items rather than going for deep fried ones. So fried fish versus fish curry would be a better option than the fried fish. Okay, so this way you can always socialize actively. At the same time, when it comes to alcohol, when it comes to smoking, you all know that this is not the right age to start with, or rather, there is no specific age wherein you should be consuming alcohol or smoking. Try to strictly avoid it. When it comes to socializing and having alcohol, it gives you a lot of sugar or empty calories. And just imagine 1 ml of alcohol gives you 7 calories. Even if you choose to have a one pick, 30 ml into 7 gives you at least 210 calories. Okay, and in a day's time, you need 1400 calories. So if you're going to have those empty calories, which are short, going to be converted into fat and affecting your liver, you have to choose to avoid it strictly at this particular age. Now, when it comes to other foods like we spoke about nuts and oil seeds, we spoke about different proteins, carbohydrates, now fats. Make sure that at home you keep good fats in your kitchen. It could be different oils. It could be rice bran oil, sunflower oil. No, not specific to any brands. Go for filtered groundnut oil than going for refined. Try and avoid this word called refined from your kitchen. No refined sugar, no refined flour, that is maida, and no refined oils. Go for a filtered oils or wood pressed oil, cold pressed oil, which will help you, which are all the this all aspects or this all concepts are coming from ancient times. We are not learning something new. It's just that while westernizing ourselves, we have forgotten what was how we were grounded, what has come from our culture. It is a right time to go back to our culture. Uh, there's a lot of beauty and versatility when it comes to an India. Different regions of India, and you will find so many variety of food which is home cooked and which is so healthy. So our plate or our food pyramid is very healthy. Our food pyramid has every rasa. It's called as shad rasa. We have different six tests, which is sweet, sour, bitter, and every as salty. So every aspect is very well balanced when it comes to. You must have seen the puja thali. It will when you offer food to God, when we keep prasad, for example. So it's everything is so well balanced, and if we learn to have that good balance in our life as well, it is going to be very, very healthy and keeping us happy on a long run. Now, when we have spoken about this nutrition, this was an overall brush up on how practically that you can socialize, how practically you can keep yourself healthy, hydrate well, sleep on time. But every individual is different, and that's why everyone requires different customized plan. You can ask your coordinators to contact me. I'm providing my contact number over here as well. My contact number is 9870 440098. This is the number to Revival NutriSpirit. You can contact us for individual diet plan, also to muscle build, to kind of beautify yourself, to tone yourself. So while speaking to all of you. Of course, in question answer sessions, probably we will have more questions on specific points. But if you have any certain, questions or queries regarding how I can manage on my blood group and how blood, how your birth date is also related, you can definitely contact us individually. You can also go on our, YouTube channel, which is Revival NutriSpirit. You will get a lot of information about various exercises. We have battle ropes, and we have kickboxing, and we have various mat pilates exercises. You can have you can take a benefit of these videos, which are free on cost on YouTube channel for you all, and you can perform at home and get more fitter. So when you exercise and when you are eating healthy, it both goes hand in hand. You will get a much better results. The most important point I want to stress or over here, or pinpoint over here, is about protein shakes, supplements, and protein shakes. A lot of students at the age group of 14, 15, 16 and more come to us saying that we want to build more muscles, or we want to be reducing fats, give us fat burners, or give us supplements which can reduce my fats quickly, okay, or give us the supplements which will build our muscles, give us creatine, give us some kind of steroids which can help us build muscles. So, my dear friends, over here, I wish to tell you that whatever basic about nutrition we spoke right now, if you fulfill those requirements of your body, you will be anytime healthy. You don't go for the specific supplements from so young age. Fulfill those requirements from natural food. Supplements, yes, being a sports nutritionist, I would suggest supplements are most important when you are a athlete or when you are doing that heavy workout, but only and only after your foundation is strong. For example, if I have to build a building, so if at all I have to build a building of 10 floors, 10 story, okay, you have to literally dig into the floor much more than that. Your foundation, your roots has to be so stronger. So your nutrients coming from natural food, home cooked food, are your roots. Do not go away from those roots. When you are hydrating well, sleeping well, eating carbohydrates, protein, fats in time and in right quantity, your all these requirements are fulfilled. And then to supplement it further, because your requirement is more, you can always go for best quality proteins. There are n number of range of protein supplements which are available, but uh, they have to be well planned with the experts advice and then only given to you. Please just do not go on the over the counter supplements and start popping them in. It's not going to help you either, and the extra will go waste through the urine. So try and avoid looking into the any search engines. Your social media is not authentic way of understanding your needs. You need to go to the expert and get it checked. There are certain parameters called as complete body composition, lung capacity, and everything that we check, and then only we tend to kind of figure it out what is the best requirement for you. So this is all about the nutrition. Now we are going to learn something interesting. Uh, Two things. First is we are going to do eye yoga, which is very important because we all, as we all know that the social media existence has increased. So we have to do something for our eyes, which can help you to not kind of put stress while continuously on the laptop or on the mobile. Okay, so we will be performing two simple exercises, one tratak and second is just the eyeball exercise today, and then we'll be going to beauty yoga. So I will be performing hydrotherapy for the face. Okay, so we just need a glass of water. So everyone watching this video, if you wish to keep your videos on, I don't mind. You have to keep your videos on mute. But if you wish to keep your videos on, then I'll be able to see how you perform. So please keep a water bottle or a glass of water with you. See, 1 liter is this water. So when I was talking about hydrating yourself, make sure that you're drinking at least 2 bottles like this, or 2.5. Okay, even in winter season. Okay, so we begin with hydrotherapy and the beauty yoga first, and we end it with the eye exercise. Okay. Um, so I have this glass of water. First, what I do is for my double chin, I want to reduce the double chin and I want to tone this part. Okay. So I will fill a lot of water in my mouth. Gulp it down. So what I just did is I have taken comfortable amount of water in my mouth, fill lot of lot of water in my mouth, and then tilt the neck at the back side. So it is going to stretch the muscles of the neck. Lot of time we are like this, which is called as tech neck. So your neck is also exhausted, but if you're going to stretch it back, the muscles will get the strengthening, and at the same time the excess fats will get mobilized. So this will be the best and very basic exercise. You can do it while studying also. Okay, now second thing is, a lot of people have puffness at the cheeks. Okay, and the excess fats which is deposited also because of the sedentary lifestyle, alcohol, booze, and everything. Okay, so So what I just did is I have filled lot of water only in one cheek. So let's say this is my left cheek. I have filled in lot of water in the left cheek and then tilted my neck towards right hand side. So the water is against the gravity. Okay, so naturally the water should flow towards the gravity, that is downwards. But I will hold the water tightly with my cheek. So what will happen? I am forcing my cheek muscles to put pressure and strengthen, which is created by the water. On top of it, I am going to press the cheek muscle with the fingertips. So I am going to pushing the water towards the center of gravity. So I am putting pressure with my fingertips. Also, I am holding water. So water is also having its own pressure, which is put on the cheek muscles. Almost like, you know, your cheek muscles are lifting dumbbells. Okay. So with this, what will happen? It will tighten your cheek muscles. Also, a lot of girls look for a contouring, you know, they want to have this good contouring look. So this is a natural contouring by drinking good amount of water. So once I have done it with my left cheek, now if I have to do it with my right cheek, what I will do is filled in a lot of water in my right cheek, not on my left cheek. Go down towards the left hand side and push water towards the center of gravity, but I will not allow water to come out from my mouth or go down. I will hold it tight with my cheek muscles. So that way, first exercise has helped you to increase the strength of the neck and mobilize the fats on the neck. Second exercise has increased the cheek muscles and the strength of the cheek muscles. Okay, so this was all about water. Now, third activity is we are going to go for balloon pose, fish pose, and V pose. Okay, so you have to inhale. So this will be filling a lot of air in your mouth and stay there for around 10 seconds. So relax and repeat the process. Second one is fish pose. Now you give a nice squeeze to your cheek muscles again. Okay, hold it for around at least 10 seconds to 20 seconds and repeat the process for 3 times. And then V pose. For doing V pose, we are going to make V and keep fingers at the starting point and end point of respective eye, and then stretch these fingers little gently, putting the pressure downwards, giving a strength to your tear glands. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Close your eyes and rest. Once this is done, there are a lot of fine lines and laugh lines which develop while we age. At the age of 25 as well nowadays, with the stress and with a lot of, you're not sleeping on time. There are a lot of wrinkles which are produced. So what you will do is with these 3 fingers, you will lift your eyebrows and stretch them upwards. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly relax. And finally, for your tongue and for your health of your upper lips, lower lips, what you're going to do is take a tip of the tongue and start making small circles from your point lip at the lip to your nostrils, something like this. making small circles. This will also create a lot of saliva and help you to digest the food better. Same thing on the other side. So make the movement with the tongue, tip of the tongue, small circles from your nostril edge to your lip point and again to your nostril. Okay, so you can do it 5 times from the left, 5 times from the right. Now moving towards the eye exercise, we're going to perform Tratak, and you can perform Tratak even 5 times a day, which is very helpful for your eye muscle activity and to avoid any kind of stress on the eyes. Take your right thumb straight in the front and do not move your neck. Keep looking at the tip of the thumb. Now, without moving your neck, slowly start moving your thumb on the right hand side, and your eyes also should be completely focused at the tip of the thumb. Now, slowly bring it back to the center. And slowly then bring it closer to the nostril, very slowly. You can reduce the speed than this. We have limited time, so I am little bit increasing the speed. Again, bring it away. Now you turn the thumb, keep looking at the tip of the thumb, and upside down thumb will move toward the mid of the eyebrows. And then again moving it away. Slowly close your eyes and keep your thumb down. Same way on the left hand side, left thumb up. Keep looking at the tip of the thumb. Slowly move it on the left hand side. Do not turn your neck, just keep looking at the thumb with the eyes rolling towards the left hand side. Slowly bring it in the center. Slowly bring it closer. Slowly bring it away. Now do upside down. Slowly bring it closer to your eyebrows. Slowly bring it away. And close your eyes. Keep your thumb down. Rub your palms. Create a lot of warmth. Make cups of your eyes. Keep them on your eyeball. And open your eyes and close your eyes 10 times inside these cups. You can do this even 4 to 5 times in a day. Once you've sat like 1 hour on the laptop or constantly doing reading studies, you can do this. It won't take more than half a minute, and then slowly relax. The third exercise for the eye is, again, rub your palms. Slowly make a book of your palms. Focus at the nearest point and slowly focus at the farthest point. Slowly focus your eyes on the nearest point as if you're reading a book and focus at the farthest point. Do this for 2 more times. And far, close, and far. Slowly again close your eyes, rub your palms. Keep them on your eyeball, roll them on your knees. Thank you so much. So uh, it was lovely having all of you, and I was very happy to share all this information. Thank you so much from my side to Anushka Devra and Isha Inamdar ma'am for coordinating with me and with Revival NutriSpirit, my brand, which is at Villeparle East. We have a fitness studio. So you can take a benefit of various of these exercises, which are fun studios, game videos on YouTube channel and on my Instagram page, Revival NutriSpirit. So you have any queries, any questions, Isha ma'am, let them ask me any queries, if at all.
Yes, thank you so much, Prajakta ma'am, for being here today. It was a very interactive, nice dialogue you had. It was great. I
Thank
think we'll
you.
open the stage for the question and answer round now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to IES College of Architecture for giving me this opportunity. Glad.
Hello, doctor.
So,
It was a
ma'am,
great session.
Yeah, one by one, please.
Yeah.
yeah, so I had this question that if one has PCOS, then what
Okay.
diet should they follow?
Okay. So, my dear friend, so when it comes to PCOS, okay. All right. So I just got one message popping. Okay. So when you have a PCOS, um, first and most, make sure that you reduce the carbohydrates at night. So go on foods which are high in fiber when it comes to evening times. So you can avoid simple carbohydrates like rice, potato, sweet potato, arvi, or starchy foods like sabudana, or maybe salty foods like papad and pickle at night, which can reduce the edema. Also, the most important thing that you should do while having a PCOS is reduce weight. Start exercising, maintain on your hormones by doing good amount of yoga and meditation, and then start eating healthy food. As I was mentioning, every individual will have its different nutrition plan, but kale, arugula, spinach, mint, basil leaves, tulsi, uh, methi leaves, amaranth, rajgira, ragi, these all foods help a lot in controlling PCOS. But the major thing what you need to do is start exercising. It could be cycling, walking, going on a treks, and doing meditation in terms of simple breathing exercises will help a lot. So
Yes, ma'am,
anything
thank
else
you.
more specific, you can contact me personally as well. We can definitely help you.
Sure, ma'am, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Krish here.
Yes, hi Ankush.
I'm Krish. Yeah. So, ma'am, I would want to ask you how many eggs should one consume in a day? Like the ones who go to the gym every day.
Okay, all right. Nice question, and a lot of people ask me this question. Um, so again, this all depends upon how is your workout. But to start with, if you're a beginner, let's say if you're a beginner and you're going to the gym regularly, you can consume around 4 egg whites and 2 yellows. And if you are intermittent, or if you are regularly exercising and your other food is not much with good amount of proteins, then you can go up till 5 egg whites and 2 yolks. So 2 yolks will be common. Do not increase more amount of egg yellows, but you can increase the egg whites to up till 5 egg whites. That's when you are exercising heavy. But otherwise, if your other food groups has protein, like for example, you consume good amount of dal, curds, mushrooms are in your diet, or even kulit, rajma, these all are natural grains which are also there. So then I think 2 whole eggs are more than sufficient.
Ma'am, but then it's said that you should consume twice the amount of your body weight per grams in protein. So then to hit that,
Correct.
so that to hit
Mhm.
that amount of protein in a day, it's quite a lot. So can we go up to
Not
six, seven
really.
egg whites?
Mhm.
Are 6-7 egg whites fine?
See, so yes, 6-7 egg whites are fine if you, as I mentioned that there are no proteins going. But if you calculate well, please take an expert's advice. You can contact us as well. See, there are a lot of foods which also have inherent protein in them, and also body prepares their own protein. When the muscles are going under a right quality of exercise, they develop themselves. They do not even break down. They become double in number when they are recovering. So drink a lot of water, good amount of rest, and a recovery phase should be given to your muscles. They will recover to their double number of times. You did not go on really heavy only on eggs. When you have dal, even it has proteins. Please do not also, please try and understand that most of the trainers, 99% of the trainers are not certified nutritionists. So since and we have a lot of in India, especially, not only in India, rather I should not blame only country, but um, we are just blindly follow someone. So just because your trainer, your expert is also having so much of eggs, you also tend to kind of consume a lot of eggs. And at the starting point, you need not have, see, let's say if you're 70 kgs in weight, okay, 70 grams of protein is very easy to get from the natural foods. Please do speak to your experts, because not only egg whites, there are a lot of other food groups which also gives you protein. As I was mentioning about avocado or mushrooms or rajma, a lot of legumes like masoor, moong, watana, everything has its own protein content. At the same time, milk powders, paneer, you can go for ragi, you can go for rajgira. All those things have good amount of proteins. They also give you good amount of proteins. Even when you consume chapati and rice, it is not only carbohydrate. It also gives you a minimal amount of proteins. Don't forget to have even roti and sabzi for that matter. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Ma'am,
I hope it was helpful though.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Then
ma'am, how does stress as a student impact diet and then health in a longer run?
okay. So to be very honest, I would suggest, if somebody has stress, rather all the colleges and schools should start some counseling and de-stress management, because everyone in this phase undergoes some or the other amount of stress, and this is the right point wherein you should learn to de-stress yourself. Stress creates hormones which are called as cortisols, and which can fluctuate your blood pressure, which can create hormonal imbalance, and due to which a lot of people tend to go for a binge eating and then purge out, which is called as uh, anorexia or bulimia nervosa. Now, anorexia or bulimia nervosa are the eating disorders, and I have handled such patients, especially those models, because just they need to be in shape, and they cannot avoid, due to peer pressure or due to their cravings, they cannot stop. When they see the pastry, you have to take it inside your mouth. That's what all about. When it comes to cravings. So when you can't have a control on your hunger center and satiety center, and you have to binge that out, or you have to literally go and collect that food and eat, and then only you feel better. And once you have eaten with this stress, what happens is you create those hormones called as cortisols, and you tend to feel, oh my God, now what will happen to me? I've done something wrong, and then I tend to kind of I may increase my fats with this, so I have to purge it off, otherwise it will look on my face. So they forcefully purge it off. They will vomit it out by some or the other way, which can in fact create more amount of acidity. You will have a lot of deficiencies to the nutrition. So stress has lot of impact on your health, and nutrition, having healthy food, rather having good amount of fruits and salads, a lot of dark green leafy vegetables, and adding nuts and oil seeds like pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sapla seeds, watermelon seeds, flax seeds. All these things will add good amount of protein. Again, the earlier question, pertaining to earlier question, even having dry fruits and oil seeds will give you good amount of the concentrated source of protein. So just don't be dependent on one source of protein. You have to have a variety of proteins. And when it comes to stress factor, which is very much interlinked, if you are having good amount of proteins in your diet, your stress factor will reduce, because your anxiety will reduce, your hunger pangs will reduce, your satiety center and hunger center situated in the hypothalamus in your brain will be more happy and balanced. Okay, your hormones will be at the balance, and such binge eating and certain eating disorders will not happen. So yeah, stress definitely has a lot of impact.
Ma'am, I had one more question which was related to menstrual
Yeah,
cycle.
can you be a little louder, please?
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I had a question related to menstrual cycle. Like
Okay.
when there's a lack of nutrition and like when we have stress, it's like the menstrual cycle is very irregular. Like sometimes it comes very early and sometimes it's
It
very
can
late.
be. Yeah.
So what are the ways to like improve
Yes.
that?
Okay, so when you have I think answered it. When your nutrition is not good. So see, there are various factors when it comes to your menstrual cycle being irregular. It could be related to PCOS. It could be related to excess fats. It's not only one point that your food is not in right quantity. There are various factors towards it. So you have to first and most figure out what is the basic factor or what is the root cause of not having irregular cycle. It could be due to lack of hemoglobin or a less amount of hemoglobin. Okay, and hemoglobin per se, not only iron, it could be B12 deficiency, it could be pyridoxine deficiency, or it could be iron, typical iron deficiency. So you have to figure it out. There are various blood tests which can be done. Simple one is CBC, which can tell you where you're lacking. So which accordingly we can give you enriched diet to that. If your B12 is less, go for B12 enriched diet, dark green leafy vegetable, nuts and oilseed, milk and milk products, eggs and fish, that can be incorporated. If your iron is less, please go for dark green leafy vegetables, eggs, and have citrus fruits. Lot of citrus fruit, oranges, sweet lime. You can go for grapefruit, kiwi. You can go for other citrus fruits like lime. Simple thing, lemon. Which you can add it in your diet. Amla. Colocasia leaves. Patra. जिसको गुजराती में बोलते हैं patra या अलुवड़ी. All these items, if you incorporate in your diet, they are going to give you n number of nourishment. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing is there are certain tonics also available to increase on your iron, but that will be very much customized. So if I know your blood reports, if you tend to kind of contact me, my email ID is revivalnutrispirit@gmail.com. Contact number is 9870 Do contact me. I can see your blood reports, or if anyone you are helping with, and we can figure it out what is best can be done. But yes, you can completely go away with this problem and can have your regular periods. Also start doing yoga. It will help you to regulate your periods. Yeah. Anything else?
Ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you please repeat your
Do we
number?
have any? Yeah, please. 9870 440098. revivalnutrispirit@gmail.com. revivalnutrispirit@gmail.com. You can see us on Instagram and YouTube channel by Revival Nutrispirit or nutritionist_Raj.
Hi, Dr. Prajakta. I had a question.
Yes, tell
Yeah,
me.
my name is Khushi. So actually, I had this question
Okay.
that, because we are we have to do a lot of work. So the sleep
Mm-hmm.
cycle is pretty messed up. So, and
Yes.
I have been continuously trying to regular it, but I have failed doing it
Hmm.
like few times. So can you just suggest a
Okay.
trick in which I can easily do it?
Yes, definitely I can help you with. Yes, and I think I should have brushed upon this point. Good that you have reminded me, Kushi. Thank you so much for that. See, simple thing what you can do is, as we just spoke about yoga nidra. So yoga nidra is very much
I can't hear you. I guess your video is paused.
Isha, could you figure out what's wrong? Could you call ma'am?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
So, yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm so sorry for that. I think there was some big internet issue. So I was talking about We were talking about
The sleep cycle.
sleep
How?
apnea. Yeah. We were talking about sleep apnea. Yeah. So, the first and most important, as I was talking about, is your yoga nidra and learning to do certain asanas, which helps you to sleep. Maybe I can put them on the portal. So I think, that would be helping all the students, which is very common. Now, when it comes to nutrition point of view, you can have unsalted pistachios at night, which are also very healthy, and they have good amount of serotonin and melatonin. These are the two hormones which are required for you to put into a deep sleep. So you can start consuming 4 pistachios at bedtime, and also have nutmeg powder, which is a pinch in glass of warm water. Okay, these two factors can help you to have good night's sleep. Now it's winters, you can add 1 or 2 strands of kesar and pinch of haldi and pistachios and nutmeg powder. Nutmeg powder and pistachios are two things which are very, very powerful and high in serotonin and melatonin, can help you to sleep better and avoid stress. There are various factors actually can help you to sleep better, So,
Okay. Thank you, doctor.
yeah. Anything else?
And I wanted to ask you, what does heat in eggs mean?
I didn't hear you that.
Ma'am, many people say that eggs have a lot of heat. What does that mean?
Oh, okay. All right. See, these are certain terminologies which layman would use, but as a nutritionist, I would tell you there is no terminology called as heaty food or cool food or something. It's only alkaline and acidic. Okay, scientifically and with the research and studies, the egg is not every person will kind of react to it in an acidic way, but egg has a acidic pH, due to which if you're going to consume it in a good amount of quantity or regularly, there are few people can kind of show up a little bit of skin acne. Okay, it also could be the allergies. A lot of people have egg allergy as well. So stomach cramps or having a little bit of an acidity or acne on the face can happen if you're consuming too much amount of eggs. And that's why I already mentioned to someone else as well that do not go on only eggs. Eggs is not the only option that you have to really overboard on that. Have only 2 egg yellows. Okay, and you can have around 5 to 6 egg whites also. But if you're not used to having eggs, 1 egg a day is also more than sufficient to give you good amount of proteins. Okay, all right. Anything else?
Yeah, so students are in a habit of snacking a lot while working. So it results in intaking of much of a bunch of junk. So could you
True.
suggest some healthy ways of
Of
snacking,
course.
even if it's a midnight snack?
Midnight snacking, because you will be working till late night, you mean to say?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Or rather Netflix and then binging. All right. So no matter whatever your activities are, you are on a sedentary lifestyle, whatever that you are speaking about. So first and most, start exercising. When you exercise, your hunger center will be well controlled. That's a root and basic thing. Okay. Always remember, when you start exercising, your happy hormones will run. Those happy hormones will balance your hunger center and satiety center, and those typical cravings will reduce. Also, lot many times you are not well hydrated, which also gives a wrong signal. जाना तो आपको लेफ्ट पे था, लेकिन सिग्नल आ रहा है राइट साइड से कि भाई और खाते जाओ खाते जाओ. So ये जो cravings है, those cravings can be reduced if you are hydrating yourself well. So whenever you have this kind of cravings to munch something salty, especially hydrate first, because your electrolytes are imbalanced. You tend to kind of feel that kuch meetha ho jaye, kuch salty ho jaye, kuch chatpata ho jaye. Please hydrate well. That's very important. Now the options, what you can crave for. Yes, there are a lot of people have habit of continuously munching something while you are watching television or some series, or kind of working out, or kind of doing some kind of studies. So for that, what I do is, first and most, I tell my clients or my followers that stop this habit of munching all the time. Eat right quantity of food at right time, which is very important. Maintain your food diary, that you have eaten so much, these are the calories which are calculated. Even post that, you feel so much urge that you cannot restrict yourself from binging. Make small carrot and cucumber sticks, carrot, cucumber sticks and beetroot sticks, and make some hummus, which is a chickpea dressing, which is high protein dressing again, or peanut butter dressing. Peanut butter dressing or hummus dressings are high protein dressings, okay, or even a curd and garlic dressing, okay, and dip those vegetable sticks in that and have it. You can also go for tacos. You can fill Mexican dressing like salsa and those rajma beans and carrot, onion, tomatoes, coriander, capsicum, everything together. Blend them well, add in those tacos, and you can munch on those. Or you can keep it on the khakra, like a topping on the khakra, and you can munch on those, because even the vegetables will go, and you will be satisfied more, because there will be good amount of fiber. Fiber make wave-like structure in your body, and they will stick extra sugars. Okay, they will not allow the sugars to pass on to the liver or to the kind of other body parts, adipose tissues, for fat mobilization. So what will happen is the sugar release will be lesser, and you will not feel continuously uh, crave for food. Okay, so that's the one way. Have dry fruits, which are also good, like you can have dates and anjeer, that you can keep it handy. As I was talking about certain unsalted seeds, flax seeds or sunflower seeds, safflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, that also can be munched if you feel like you want to have something crunchy and your brain is not working. You have to solve some kind of a, kind of whatever you're studying, and you have to solve some assignments, you have to prepare your assignments. You need some energy, go for warm milk or cold milk, depends upon the season. And along with that, you can have dry fruit powder. So that is the best way you can keep yourself, kind of going without eating junk food. Please keep chips and biscuits and pastries and bread slices and those garlic breads and bruschettas away, because a lot of salt, and that can in fact give you more edema or bloating. Avoid that, please. Okay, next.
Okay, I think, ma'am, we can conclude our question and answer round over here. So it was
Okay.
very informative. Thanks a
Okay.
lot. It was
Thank you so
great
much.
having you here with us. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much, Isha. Thank you, Anushka. I'm so sorry for the network issue in between. You have any queries? I know everyone have their own queries. Please do not hesitate, and feel free to contact us. I've already provided, and you can always ask your council head for more details about me, so that you can connect with nutritionist. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Bye.
We would also like to thank all the participants for taking out the time out of their busy schedules to come and learn with us. So thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.